Hello and welcome to Vedic Vidata. So we are back, and this time we are talking about Bal, Shad Bal. So what is Shad Bal? As the name suggests, Shad means 6. So Shad Bal means the strength. Bal is strength. Okay, Bal is strength. So Shad Bal means 6 type of strength. The mean strength of any planet with respect to six aspect of the planets is called Shad Bal. Now, how are these Shad Bal calculated? These Shad Bals are calculated on the avasthas of planets. In the previous videos, we understood the avasthas of planet. Basically, everyone, as the rishis has suggested, they calculate the avasthas of the planet prior, and from the avasthas they decide the Shad Bal. From the Shad Bal itself, they decide which planets are good and which are bad. From that, they suggest some remedies. Now, I give you a shortcut, a bypass method. In the last playlist of planet avasthas, I gave you a bypass method of right and wrong, that is tick mark and cross, directly from the planet avasthas. Okay, usually it is a very long method. We see the planet avasthas. After seeing the planet avasthas, we go to the strength and see the Shad Bals. After seeing the Shad Bals, we see how much pinned it has got. Pinned is nothing else but mean or average Shad Bal of all the 6 and individual. So what happens is that pinned, after the knowing that pinned, we know which planet is how much influential in your life, and is the influence good or bad. Is the bad planet in less influence, or is the good planet in more influence? Is the good planet in less influence, or bad planet in more influence? So all this mean result we get after finding out the pinned and individual Shad Bal strength. But from that, I give you a bypass method. Okay, we don't go from this way to this way. What we do is, from the planet avasthas, we directly make a bypass road to find which is good and which is bad. Okay, and understanding that good bad parallelly, we go directly to understanding which planet is good and which planet is bad. Okay, that is our tick mark and cross method. Okay, say we understood the planet avasthas over here. After understanding the planet avasthas, you see the 6-fold strength Shad Bal. After Shad Bal, what you see is, you again see the individual Bal and pinned. Okay, and then you decide which planet is good and bad, and then you decide the outcome. What I gave you is, you understand the planet avasthas. After understanding planet avasthas, you go into 2 simultaneous places. You put strings out of 2 simultaneous ways. One for the good planet, one for the bad planet, and then you move simultaneously like this and see the Bals. Okay, move simultaneously like this, see all the planet avasthas, see which planets are good, very good, they come closer, very bad, they come closer. After that, you go directly to understanding which is good and which is bad. So we bypass the method of Bal. But that is only applicable when you are suggesting gemstones, when you are suggesting fasting days. What if we have a detailed and complex understanding? Or we want a complex, advanced understanding of which planet is affecting which other planet, which planet is stopping your growth in career, which planet is giving you bad result in terms of your health. Okay, for that we cannot bypass, and we always have to see individual strengths, that is Shad Bal. Now, the basics say that there are 6 different criteria, all which I am going to talk about. But what extra? See, Vedic Vedanta is always about giving some extra knowledge which is nowhere written in Smriti. Something out from Smriti is there. Okay, in this channel, Vedic Vedanta, what good you are always going to have is, you will find at least 10% of the knowledge which is not mentioned anywhere in the world. Okay, that is directly from the cosmic energy, from the meditative state, that is from the Shruti. But to understand that Shruti, we need the basic of Smriti. So the basic Smriti we are going to first discuss. From that, I will again give you some advanced knowledge of utilizing the Shad Bala. First, let us just see the 6 types of strengths. Okay, I have prepared a board over here because we have too much to learn. I'll be individually making videos on each 6 of them. Okay, so today's class is all about Sthana Bal. Okay, now we are just going to heading to the board and see what we have in our to-do list. Okay, a lot more things to process. Okay, so the first thing we have is, I'm just going to move the camera near. Right, is it visible? Yes, I guess it is visible. Yeah, just a bit far. Okay, so the first thing we have is, see, there are 6 aspects of strength of planets. Shad Bal, 6-fold strength Bal of planets. The first aspect is the positional strength. Okay, where it is placed, where the planet is placed, the strength the planet is gaining from its placement, that is Sthana Bal. What is it? Sthana Bal. Okay, placement, position. Okay, inside it we have a lot to study, that is Uch Bal, Saptavargaj Bal, Amsa Bal, Kendrali Bal and Drikkana or Drishkana Bal. We'll go towards the detailing afterwards. Okay, then the next is Kala Bal, timely strength. What strength a planet is gaining through the time of birth. Okay, timely, that is Kala Bal. In that we have to see Nata and Unnata, and all the detailings will go ahead afterwards. Next is Yuddha Bal. If the planet is under influence, let's say if the planet is in conjunction and 2 influencing planets are in conjunction, so what is going to do? It is going to influence each other. Okay, it is going to influence each other, and that influence is going to create a warlike situation. That is why it is called Yuddha Bal. 2 planets are in war to each other. Let's say 2 planets are in fighting vibes. Okay, say 2 planets are like this and both are vibing, and they are together to each other. So the in between vibes will interact just like electromagnetic waves. Okay, so the electromagnetic waves are going to interact with each other, and that interaction is going to create war. Say the electromagnetic field, south pole electromagnetic field and the north pole electromagnetic field is rebounding each other. If the planets are friendly, it is not a warlike situation. If they are not friendly, how do we know that? See, first thing I am going to give you is about some new knowledge again. See, male planets and female planets. See, this is again a profound knowledge you won't find anywhere. Male planets and masculine and feminine planets are based on its EM waves. The Karak Sharir of planets are also there. So the planets also have a Sthul Sharir, the Sukshma Sharir and the Karak Sharir. The Karak Sharir of the planet is the electromagnetic waves. The Sukshma Sharir of the planet is the rotation of the waves. Okay, so see, masculine planets are always going to have a upward spiral movement of electromagnetic field. A feminine planet will always have a feminine planet will always have a upward spiral movement of Sukshma Sharir. A masculine planet will always have a downward spiral movement of its energy field. upward spiral of energy field, downward spiral of energy field. That is the distinguishing factor of masculine and feminine planets. Okay. Now this is happening in the quantum level. This is not happening in the exterior level. Okay. This is happening in the quantum level. Okay. And also into metaphysical state, the waves. Males usually have the masculine planets usually have the electromagnetic field from South Pole to North Pole. Feminine planets have it from North Pole to South Pole. So now understand, if two planets are two opposite forces, one is rotating like this, another rotating is like this, okay, and they are too much closer, the vibes will interact and it won't be a friendly clash. The clash would be unfriendly. Both are losing its speed. The loss of motion, the loss of speed is going up, war-like situation. If both are increasing in speed, if they are moving in one direction and they are closer to each other, both will be increasing in speed. Consider two wheels, both are moving same direction, interacting with each other. It mixes, both are going to increase the speed. So they are a good situation. Two friendly planets together. If one is like this and one is like this, okay, they are interacting, both are going to reduce the speed. That is a war-like situation. That is Graha Yuddha. In this Graha Yuddha, which planet is winning? The planet which is having more rotational speed. How to know that? So in terms of Graha Yuddha, what we have to see is the Yuddha Bala. You have to negate the Yuddha Bala, and then you have to see which is more powerful. And the planet which is less powerful will not have its influence in your life, and the planet which is powerful will have its influence in your life. Okay, got the deeper understanding? So that was Yuddha Bala. Again going back, so the second one was Yuddha Bala. This is only applicable if and only if you have planetary war, that is Graha Yuddha in your chart. Okay. Now next one is Digbala, that is directional strength. Okay, directional strength. It is also based on what you say, the Digbala of or say the houses of planets and the opposition houses. Detailing we'll study it later. Okay. After that is Naisargik Bal. Naisargik Bal is the permanent strength of planet. Okay. Permanent strength also affects a lot. Because say if Saturn is more powerful by nature and Moon is very less powerful by nature. So even if Moon is going to have a lot of strength in your chart and Saturn is having less strength in your chart, but in the ratio Saturn is more powerful than Moon. Okay, so Saturn and Moon, let's understand, Saturn is a tiger and Moon is a rabbit, and you say we going to have fair fight between Saturn and Moon. Not at all. Saturn is obviously more powerful. So even though you fight Saturn and rabbit, that is tiger and rabbit, okay, Saturn and Moon, tiger and rabbit, it is not a fair fight because Saturn is obviously permanent. It has a permanent more strength than Moon. Getting it? So even though you have 10 rabbits and one tiger, this one tiger is going to win. Okay, so that is why Naisargik Bal is also important, the permanent strength of planet. Okay, next one is aspectual strength, that is Drigbal. Drigbal is aspectual strength. The Drishti. What is the Drishti of planet? Each house is going to have some Drigbal of different planet. Getting it? And after that is motional, that is the ball of the motion, how the planet is moving, that is Cheshta Bal. The movement of planet, that is Cheshta Bal. It is again based on the Vakra, Anuvakra, Vikal, Mandadar, Samachar and Atichar. Again detailings will go in the next video. Now after finding all this strength, what we do, we find the mean of all this and we calculate mean of each planet. For each planet we will find this. After finding this, you have to compare it with its mean value. Like sun's mean value is 390. If the sun is having total 390 or above, your sun is good. If the total of the sun is not 390 and above from all this, your sun is not good. So first we have to calculate in each of this. After each of this calculation, we have to see, this is the baseline. For sun, the baseline is 390. If the pind is 390 or more, sun is good. If it is 390, if it is lesser than 390, it is weak. Okay, so the pind calculation is also important. And over here we also going to know about individual borderline or baseline remarks. But for the first part, we are just going to talk about Sthana Bal. Okay. So let's just talk about Sthana Bal. Today we are just going to talk about positional strength. And Sthana Bal is all about is actual position. Okay, from the position of its origin. Each friends we have to calculate separately. The same funda. Okay. Now to check the positional, that is Sthana Bal, what we have to do is, I'll again go to the board, because if I'll just be speaking like this, it is going to be too much difficult for you to understand. See, Ucha Bal. Ucha Bal is about exaltation. Okay. So the first what we have to study of the positional strength is Ucha Bal. The maximum of Ucha Bal is 60, and where one Virupa is one Rupa. So what is Virupa? Virupa is the unit. Everything we are going to talk about, we are going to talk in Virupas. Okay. So Virupa is the unit of strength of planet. Now considering Ucha Bal. Now I am explaining Ucha Bal. Say for example, this point is the point of debilitation of a planet. Okay. Then the exact opposite point, that is this point, is going to be the point of exaltation of planet. The complete opposite point, that is 180 degree from the point of debilitation of the planet, is exaltation of planet. That is Ucha Bal. This is the point of debilitation. This is the point of exaltation. The point of exaltation, that is Ucha Bal, is always going to be 180 degrees away from the point of debilitation. This point is called the Ucha Bal. Okay. So how we calculate it? We find the degree of debilitation. From the degree of debilitation, you have to check how much away the planet is. If the planet is away right here, okay. So if you subtract this degree of planet from the degree of debilitation, whatever you find the Ucha Bal of the planet. How much Uch it is. If it is placed over here, that is 0, the planet is not at all Uch, it is in Neecha Avastha. It is in its debilitation. From the debilitation, how far it is the Ucha Bal of the planet. Eno ઊંચ થવાનો બલ, the forward strength of the planet is Ucha Bal. એ કેટલો ઊંચો છે, how much rise, how much risen the planet is, how much the planet has risen above from its deepest debilitation position, that is the Ucha Bal of the planet. The highest Ucha Bal is 60 Virupas. 60 Virupas. Okay. And if your answer is coming more than 180, you have to divide it by 3. If the difference of the degree of the planet, say degree is over here, your planet is over here, so calculate the degree of this planet and subtract the degree from the degree of this debilitation point. Whatever answer you are getting is the this point, that is the point of Unch Bal. Getting it? If the planet is over here, you have to subtract this degree from this deepest debilitation degree and you will find the Unch Bal. Okay. Similarly, if the planet is over here, totally opposite, and you subtract it from this degree, the answer is going to be 180 because it is totally opposite. So it is going to be the highest Unch Bal, and the answer would be 60. 180 divided by 3. Okay. Whenever the answer is either 180 or more than 180, you divide it by 3. Okay. If it is lower than 180, you consider it that way only. So maximum Unch Bal is 60. Okay. Understood? This is the deepest debilitation position. Opposite to it is the highest Unch Bal, that is 60, because 180, answer is 180. Whenever the answer is 180 or more than 180, you divide it by 3. Whenever answer is less than 180, you keep it as it is. And that is the Unch Bal. Okay. Now next is Saptavargaj. I hope everybody can see it. The next one is Saptavargaj. So by the name also we can understand. Sapta means 7. Vargaj is divisions. The mean positional strength of 7 main Vargas, the 7 main divisions, that is D1, D2, D3, D7, D9, D12 and D30. Rashi chart, Hora chart, Drikana chart, Saptamsha chart, Navamsha chart, Dwadashamsha chart and Trishamsha chart. That is D1, D2, D3, D7, D9, D10 and D12 and D30. The mean of these 7 divisions, the mean positional strength of these 7 divisions is in the Saptavargaj Bal. Okay, the maximum would be 45 into 7, that is 350, the maximum strength. Okay, and for that Virupa, 1 Virupa is 5.25 Rupa. Now how to understand, how to get the Saptavargaj? Okay, it is very easy. See, to find Saptavargaj is very easy. You have to find, if the planet is in the Mool Trikona, okay, then you give 45 marks to it. Okay, if the planet is in Swastha Avastha, you give it 30 marks to it. If the planet is in Pramudita Avastha, you give 20 marks to it. If the planet is in Shanta Avastha, you give 15 marks to it. If the planet is in Dina Avastha, you give 10 marks to it. If the planet is in Dukhita Avastha, you give 4 marks to it. And if the planet is in Khal Avastha, you give 2 marks to it. And same calculation you have to do for D1, D2, D3, D7, D9, D12 and D30. After calculating all these, for all this 7 chart, you have to add them. Okay, and you have to see what the answer it is. The maximum answer you will get is 350. Okay, so from the planet avasthas in each of this division, we are calculating the mean strength, mean positional strength of 7 divisions: Rashi chart, Hora chart, Drikana chart, Saptamsha chart, Navamsha chart, Dwadashamsha chart and Trishamsha chart. So you write the planet separately. See if it is in Mool Trikon, in which avastha the planet is: Swastha avastha, Dukhita avastha, Khal avastha, Pramudita avastha or Shant avastha. Accordingly, you give marks in D1, D2, D3, D7, D9, D12, D30. After that, you make one more column of total, the total of all this, and the total of all this would be your Saptavargaj Bal, the main 7 divisions. Okay, these are giving the strength, the Saptavargaj strength, the strength that planet is having in your entire vibe system, in your Karak Sharir. Because your Karak Sharir is made with just these divisions, these 7 divisions. Okay. Getting my point? Now, the next is Amsabal. Amsabal is, you will get it from Oja Yugma method. What is Oja Yugma? Oj is odd number and Yugma is even number. Oj Yugma, Oja Yugma. Oj is odd, Yugma is even. So odd and even, odd and even, odd and even. Okay. So maximum is 30 and 1 Virupa is 0.5 Rupa. So see, there is not much calculation needed in Amsabal. Okay, Amsabal is all about odd and even. Feminine planets get 30 marks in odd sign. Masculine planets get 30 marks in even sign. Getting? If they are in the opposite sign, masculine planets in odd sign, they don't get marks, they get 15 marks. If feminine planets in even sign is also get half, that is 15 marks. So this is just to check whether the masculinity of masculine planet is good and the femininity of feminine planet is good or not. If the femininity of feminine planet is not good, it is going to create disturbances. If the masculinity of masculine planet is also not good, it is again going to create disturbances. So this is just to check positionally whether the masculine or the feminine aspect is suitable or not suitable. Getting it? This is just about Amsabal. Nothing more. We are just checking how good the masculine side of masculine planet is and how good the feminine side of feminine planet is. If the masculine side of masculine planet is not good, if a masculine planet is placed in odd sign, what we do is we increase the masculinity by wearing gold. If the feminine planet of femininity of a feminine planet is not good, what do? We increase the feminine aspect by wearing silver. Where we have to wear silver? We have to wear silver on the Bodhak planet of that planet. Where we have to wear gold? We have to wear gold at the Bodhak planet of that planet. Okay. So to repair a bad Amsabal planet, you need the Bodhak planet. On the Bodhak planet, for masculine planet, you wear gold. For the feminine planet, you wear silver. Got it? Again, a profound knowledge. You won't find it anywhere in any books. Okay, guaranteed. Next is Kendrali Bal. Okay. So, Kendrali Bal. As the name suggests, Kendrali Bal, we take Kendra as the main aspect. Okay. If the planet is placed in Kendra, that is 1, 4, 7 houses, we give 60 marks. If it is placed in Panafara, that is succeeding house, 2, 5, 8 and 11, we give 30 marks. And if it is in Apoklima, that is 3, 6, 8 and 12, we give 20 marks. Okay, so Kendra, how do we give Kendra label? Where the planet is placed? In Kendra, Panafar or Apoklima. Kendra is 1, 4, 7, 10. Panafar is 2, 5, 8 and 11. And Apoklima is house number 3, 6, 8 and 12. Okay, so the Kendrali bulb is least when the planet is placed in 6, 8, 12 and 3rd house. And it is maximum which is if it is placed in 1, 4, 7 and 10th house. Usually the Kendrali bulb is aspect of how your physical health and your mental health would be. And the relationship of these Kendrali bulb is going to affect more to the Lagnesh. After that, it is going to affect to the Marak Graha, that is the 7th house lord. Badak Graha. Okay, so the 7th house lord and the 1st house lord, if you want to check the relationship of any planet with the 1st house lord and the 7th house lord, what you have to do is you have to find the Kendrali bulb. If the Kendrali bulb is more, it is good for your physical and mental health. If it is less, it is not good. Again, if the Kendrali Bal of the 7th house lord is less, you will have a longer life. If the Kendrali Bal of 1st house lord is more, you will have a longer life. If the Kendrali Bal of 4th house planet is more, you will have a happy life. If the Kendrali Bal of 10th house planet is more, you will not have a particularly very happy life. If the Kendrali Bal of 10th house lord is more, you will have a successful career life. If the Kendrali Bal of 4th house planet is more than the 10th house planet. See, we are just comparing 1st and 4th house planet and 10th and 4th house planet. First 7, 4, 10. Okay. First Kendrali Bal is more and 7th Kendrali Bal is less. You will have good life. If 7th is more or 1st is less, you will have a shorter life. Now talking about 4th and 7th. Okay. If 10th house is Kendrali Bal is more and 4th house is less, good career. If 4th house is more and 10th house is less, a prosperous life. Okay. And vice versa. You can understand it easier. Okay. And the last one we have to study in the positional, that is Sthana Bal, is Drishkana Bal. Some people say Drikkana, I also say Drikkana. I don't say Drishkana. Drikkana. So Drikkana Bal is about 3 parts. See, Drishkana, this is 3 parts. Trankana. Drikkana. Okay. So the maximum you get is 15 because you have to divide it by 3. Okay. And it is easy. See, if the masculine planet is placed in the first part of the Rashi, it is getting 15 marks. If a feminine planet is placed in the second part of the zodiac, second part of the house, okay, it is giving 15 marks. And if a what we say, Mercury, which is neither male or female, it is placed in the third part of the house, last third part. You have to divide the house into 3 categories. First part 1/3, then middle part and 3/3. Okay, divide it into 3 parts. Okay, male in the starting of the house are good. Male planets in the starting of the house are good. Female planets in the middle of the house are good. And Aphroditic planet in the third part of the house are good. Okay, so this is going to give Drikkana Bal. If the Drikkana Bal is bad, it is creating troubles to the house it is placed. Okay, say this is the angular part of the house. Okay, now this angular part, this is the starting point, this is the ending point. Okay, starting, ending. Okay, so the first 1/3 part. Okay, so the first 1 out of 3 part over here, if the male planets are placed over here, it is giving good result. The middle part, the female planets placed over here, it is giving good marks. And the Aphroditic planets placed over here is going to give you good. This is going to give good to this house. Okay, if male planets are present at last or in the middle, it is not, it is giving some trouble to this house. If female planets are placed in first or last, it is giving some trouble to this house. Okay, so peculiarly for the house itself, if it is there, male planets are in the first part, female in the middle part, and the middle planets in the last part, they are giving good Drikkana Bal. If the Drikkana Bal is not good, what I would suggest is go and see the fivefold relationship and see the Pachak of the lord of that house, or see the house healer of the planet itself. Either select the house healer of the planet itself, or see the Pachak of the lord of that house. Okay, again, that is a very complex thing we are not going to discuss over here, but that is what you can do. So today, so from all these things, we decide the positional strength of the house. So today, calculate all these things and then make a table: Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, and write what is the Ucha Bal of each planet. Then write what is the Saptavargaj Bal. Then write what is the Amsa Bal. Then write what is the Kendrali Bal. And then write what is the Drikkana Bal. And calculate the total of each planets. Okay, calculate the total. Now, whatever the total is, if the total of Sun, Moon and Mercury is coming 165 or greater than 165, the planet is either neutral or doing good. If it is coming lower than 165, it is lagging behind. You need to increase the strength of the planet. Okay, talking about Moon and Venus, the limit is 133. If it is getting 133 marks or more, it is good. If it is getting less than 133 marks, it is bad. You need to do something about it. And about Mars and Saturn, it is 96 marks. If Mars and Saturn are either getting 96 marks or more, it is good. Good strength, good Sthana Bal. If it is getting lesser than 96 marks, the Sthana Bal is bad. So what to do about it? It is again a detailed thing. Okay, very too much peculiar. You have to see whether you have to increase the bal, increase the path check, increase both. Very difficult to analyze it singularly. You have to see many aspects. For that you can contact Vedic Vidya. But today's session we understood what was the Sthana Bal. Among the Shad Bal, we understood Sthana Bal. In the next, we will understand Kala Bal. Okay. So thank you very much. Get in touch with Vedic Vidya and subscribe. Keep liking my videos and have a good time.